President Trump a few days ago referred to messages coming out of Iran with regard to the negotiation between Iranian and King of Oman as a duplicity of the reporting, referring to begging the Iranian IRGC and its negotiators to negotiate with the United States, but inside Iran they are denying, and even at the time of the negotiation, a number of the Iranian negotiators were in Iraq in a religious ceremony called Arba'in. When you look at the reports coming out of Iran, coming out of the region, coming out of the interviews by a number of the politicians, Russian, Chinese, Arabs, in different capacity, they all refer to the cat and mouse as in a state of the confusion and lack of decisive decision making by President Trump. Although both Secretary Hegseth and President Trump, and I believe that's a true statement by Hegseth and by President Trump, that with regard to the munition and with regard to all the necessary tools for war, United States does not have any shortages, and the United States military might is capable of fighting number of the years with the adversaries. Iran is a small piece of adversary, but even with the larger adversaries like Russia and China. However, the overall combination of those reports by New York Times, by Washington Post, coming out of the Iran and coming out of the other politician by interview and foreign news agency, creates some sort of doubt about the military might of United States or the overall United States decision for controlling the Middle East, the Strait of Hormuz, and manage the economic arteries in the Strait of Hormuz. The lack of cooperation, decisive and overt and publicly announced support of the European countries, create another issue and another puzzle to this equation. The Iranian continuously denying, and they said they reached some sort of agreement with regard to the entrance and exiting the Strait of Hormuz and receiving some sort of toll that President Trump rightfully stated that that's not possible. And the only way and the only solution to this agreement, the continuation of the memorandum of the understanding, is complete surrender of the IRGC and Islamic Republic, and the solution of the Islamic Republic, and let the Iranian people take over. And that should be done. However, this delaying and this appeasement, this kind of stepwise approach, appears that reduces the United States credibility in the region. A couple of days ago, we witnessed the military alliance between Turkey, between Saudi Arabia and Pakistan. And we know that Turkey, although in need of United States, yet they are significantly and seriously backing the Islamic Republic of Iran against the will of the United States. I'm not aware of any under the table, underlying or secret negotiation. Maybe Erdogan functioning as an agent of the United States. I'm not aware of those. However, from the historic point of view, Erdogan is in favor of the weak Iran and support Islamic Republic of Iran. And in fact, he himself is after the caliphate of the Islamic rule, and he wants himself to be the supreme caliphate of the Islamic world in future. Pakistan has been playing double-sided in many years. Remember, Pakistan was accommodating Osama bin Laden. At the end of the day, maybe they cooperate, but for a number of the years they did that. And now they are in relationship with the Iranian. It's a very complex situation. But the question is, should President Trump also show this lack of decisiveness and this cat and mouse and playing the way that the Islamic Republic thinks that they know about the weaknesses, if there is any. For example, the election, the midterm election, and also Netanyahu in Israel election, and the public view of his leadership. There are so many complex issues, but it appears that even during the negotiation, that the Iranian drone hitting other vessels and other countries' infrastructure, such as Saudi Arabia, Kuwait. There is this rumor that the UAE has paid Islamic Republic not to attack them. In any rate, it appears that the United States could bomb not necessarily the infrastructure of the Iranian, but the IRGCs, and further diminished their military capabilities. It appears that some of the target that was hit has not really necessarily depleted their arsenal, their missiles and their drone, although the Israeli has a very precise account of their capability and their hiding sources. So maybe it's time for President Trump to listen to Israelis and also empower the Iranian people, because at the end of the day, it is the Iranian people to reclaim their country, not the United States.